Alright guys, welcome back. Turn 52. Okay, well, let's see what's happened here. Our opponent, this is Madgi Hellegen, the Dwarf Dreadnought, was here last turn. Now he's moved up here. This is kind of bad. Wait, first of all, the Vassal has sent a patrol out, so now we're weakened at the core. Severely weakened at the core. They also took some damage here. Look at this. What is going on? Wait, Independents have won a battle. Oh, guys, do you think this is a deliberate ploy by our opponent? Leaving a unit? Maybe that's hard to say. This guy was up in the mountains here last turn, so his army was here in a triangle, position, and then this guy was in the mountains. Maybe not, but it's kind of like ruining it for us. Anyways, let's see what's going on. Does he have... It looks like he brought another stack of golems in. But I thought he had another stack. I thought he had 2 more stacks. I wonder where the other stack went. Unless I was wrong. But this is going to be rough. Let's you see how the game's kind of like hanging a bit. Let's get through the damn event list, and then we'll come back here, okay? Kind of a lot going on. Actually, one last thing to say before we do that. Last turn, it was a very long turn, of course. I spent maybe 45 minutes planning our defense here, but one thing that I was hitting my head against the wall on was this casting point thing. Like, it's something that maybe I should know, but I don't, so I'm really dumb in that regard. I learned, yesterday after the turn. The way it works, you can blow all your CP, okay? Like, you can just blow all your casting points in a single turn, and then once you click that end button, they refresh. So maybe it's kind of obvious to some people, but to me, it's something I hadn't really paid attention to, and here it mattered. Anyways, we could have casted like militia back here, and I didn't out of precaution because I wanted to use combat spells in the fight. But just know, guys, you can blow all your CP, and once you end that turn, it refreshes. So you're going to have all the CP you need for any kind of combat. Let's get through the event list, guys. A lot going on. Star got the shrine out right. We got a ton of shrines out because our mana has just been... It's been kind of hindering us. Still, we still don't have enough. Look at that. Gonna have to come back and rectify that. Sight to Veil got a Storm Sister. There's only one direction that we're going, and that's this way. Come on out. Vignatur got the Siege Workshop in, and there we go. We've kind of corrected the production here. We grew into Metropolis here at Vignatur. We can do Storm Sisters now. Spamming Storm Sisters here. Phalanx at Sekemket. Okay, good. We're going to keep doing that. Not sure where we're going to come back. I don't know where we're going to send him. Quenril, Unicorn Rider. Okay. Let's, we'll come back here. We got to finish the road and all that. Perusa Shrine. Here, I know what we're doing. We're just kind of going to keep going with the Berserkers, I think. And I will do a settler coin toss. I think it's a good idea. Yapstrom has produced a second. This is our second Lord of the Deep. I think we ought to keep doing that. I think it's great. Keep putting in for that. But we're going to have to, source our mana. Come back here. Bust got a shrine. This is also kind of a coin toss. Let's come back here. I don't know how I want to... Oh, wait a minute. We don't have Warlord's Command even. I was thinking do phalanxes here with the Pillar of Stylight, so we can do them one every 2 turns. But we got to get the infrastructure in. That's a little bit. Could just do Sun Guard. But maybe it's better to be doing phalanx. We're so wealthy we can handle it. We can handle it. Maybe it's time to just put in for this junk like that. Okay, but we'll kind of come back. Praise the Leader Festival in Hasidi. People have organized a great festival in your honor and collected 474 gold. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Add it to the treasury. Why do I have this selected here? That is not... Oh, what the heck? Maybe I made a little mistake there. I didn't really want an arcane forge there. I wanted it... Shrine. What we really need is this, but the mana is tremendous that we need. This is what we need here. Now here, can we kind of iron this out? This is Sidu. Sidu also produces a shrine, right? We're already... The infrastructure here is all done. There's nothing else I want. This is where we were saying we could just throw in for that. Because it is very much a back burner kind of a city. And maybe we could do item production here, maybe, while we wait to be... We were thinking about doing war breeds here. War breeds with the Library of Dark Arts. Anyways. Town of Ursfor. We also got a shrine here. This is also, you know, kind of a good idea, right? We have the arena. We're setting up for possibly, like, berserkers here with the slaughter pits. But, well, to be fair, we have the production, like, we could do it. Maybe we do just leave that. I was going to say do merchandise, but Orleaness, Storm Sister, you're coming up. Come on, this way. And then Vernimaton, also got a Storm Sister here. This is the front lines here, the eastern front. We'll kind of get back to this. Village of Zam has produced an untouchable. That's going here. We're going to clear this and then be on our way. The trading post. I mean, damn, we could use the help, I guess, and he can kind of catch up. Maybe. But we'll get back to it. Race governance, we're going to keep clearing this. I don't know what we want. Now we have halfling race governance, which really doesn't matter. I think we do have one night watchman in our ranks, but well, shit, it's going to keep popping up all game unless we do something about it. I'm not going to be expanding with halflings, so just throw in for that. Hooray, patron night watchman. Okay, Warfare 5 has been researched. I don't know. We kind of need to be going. Well, it's true. We'll kind of come back and manage that. Zam grew. Vignatur has grown into a metropolis. Obaras has grown into a town. Now we get back to the action here. Gold Line is occupied here, right? Well, it looks like our math panned out, guys. Remember last turn, well, we took the city here. We had an initiate. This guy, we took out a couple prospectors. This hunter was originally here, came this way, peeked down the cave, and we spotted them. But we did the math and saw that they were not going to be able to make the attack on the city. So we're alive. We got to get out of here, though. Can we do that now? Where are we sending him? This thing really is bugged. This is the second time I have a game in the past where this has been bugged too. So that won't be recharging ever. Well, you got berries there. We can take the damn berries. I think that's a great idea. Like, what else? What other option? You know, what else am I going to do? Take the berries. We can get some information. Maybe we'll find those other golems. Can I, like, swing out here a bit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can really kind of swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank God. I was worried that might be like fertile plains. Okay, hit the berries. Now what do we do? do we pull around the back here? This is really not good, guys. Like, you know, I'm trying to think if this was a deliberate thing, you know, that he did here to kind of lure the vassal army off. It's showing possibly how weak, you know, this is not good. Get a little coffee here. I mean, we have like, not, we don't even have 3 stacks. How would a fight here go? We can't be doing that. You know, the wall is our saving grace, but now we've lost this. Domain invasion is oh, okay, right. We might have to retreat here, guys. Let me should we do it like last turn? Because like last turn we spent a lot of time. This is like the action. Maybe we should get through the rest of the turn and then come back here at the end, right? Like try to power through the turn. She can actually reach here, I think, and could be moving somebody here, but let's get through the rest of the turn, guys. Okay, so we'll come back to the south at the end. Even this cheetah might come in. Where do we want to start here? Maybe we can iron out the underground. Okay, let's try to iron out the underground here. Let's get the kind of the boring stuff out of the way. So here, well, let's do this. Let's clear the trading post. Are we attacking from this side? Kind of looks like it. But you're going to have to bring this guy around. I don't like that. This thing should be in the back. This should be in the back. That's only 2 slots. They should be in the back. The hunter can kind of go on flank, maybe. One, two. Oh, man. I think the hunter can kind of hold his own here, I hope. And, so these guys are both, what, champion 1? Maybe we throw one of them on, but he has like a low MR against these guys. I don't like that. Maybe we do just chuck this guy up there on the flank. You know, at least he's ranged. You know, maybe he kind of stands a better chance. Keeping the infantry in the back here. Any points, guys? Kind of holding out. It looks like overwhelm. Does this work against, like, with a ranged attack? How do I not know this? There's a lot of little things I don't seem to know, guys. Like that casting point business, but at least we figured that out now. Working on a ranged attack, I mean, that's pretty good. We might want this when the time comes, you know, the wall climbing. Well, this is pretty, you know, okay, wait a minute. The armor pierce. We could send, we have some armor piercing items that we could send, that's true. But, so, like, not putting the points in. But it would be great here. Maybe we do just chuck in for that. It's going to help us here for sure. And maybe I'll give her the overwhelm. We'll see. It would be interesting. Maybe we watch this battle and see if it works. But we'll leave it like that. Any spells here? Like, that's the other thing. We got to think about... This stuff is not bad, actually. It could help, but... you know, this is where you got to think about your leader casting, and what do we want here? You probably want... What do we want here? I mean, the way this is going to work now is he can, you know, this is just he'll wipe these out, and then he can go here, attack us here. And the fight is just these 3 stacks. I think we're going to have to retreat, but let's just not... I'm not going to risk the... I'd rather, like, use some real spells here, so... Go ahead and... Yeah, I'm okay with that. Hey, we... Damn, so we seduced the Black Knight, it looks like. Look at that. Horn, I've never seen this. Horn of the Banshee. Legendary. Wail of Despair, aha. Living units have a chance to be, so minus 200, and... Weakness. Machines have a chance to go haywire. Holy. Isn't that great? That's pretty amazing. Let's take that. Go and pick that up. That's a great little tool there. Okay, let's pull the builder. It's a goblin builder, so I'm not going to build roads there. That's a wetland hex right there already. Look at that. So really, we should start here. Well, we don't have to. We can just build here instead. But because otherwise, we're kind of backtracking. Maybe it doesn't really matter. If anything, it should start here, maybe. Look at this thing. You got some serious swamps here. Okay, let's do this fight, although this thing's low now. Man, I don't know about that. So what, am I going to leave her out? The thing is, if we all get webbed, it could be disastrous, you know? Not seeing anything. I mean, our armor's pretty good, to be honest, like... Then we have this guy. This is very foolish to be, So you're gonna get healed up to 3440. Well, I would much rather wait then. I guess we're gonna wait. Which is not the worst thing. These guys are slow anyways. Can we pull here? No. Guess we'll kind of position This guy should be on the flank, if anything. So what, like, make this the flank? And then, yeah, like these two here. The boar. Ah, that's a little annoying. We'll have to, like, backtrack with the boar or something, and that's fine. So we just wait here. This is... What are we seeing here? We can do a little scouting for the heck of it. Not really. Not really. This passage goes south. I think we're just going to cut through here. Okay. Okay, so this is all done here. We're done. That's fine. Kind of, that's already taken care of. This guy can come out and help us. Okay. I mean, we could even, this is not very helpful though, is it? We could do this kind of thing. Why the hell not? Maybe it's a good idea. Have this thing come along with us, kind of lug it along. We'll do that. Okay, this is all done here. Going up here. We have a quest that needs to be done. Here. Even this guy can reach. Come on. Come on out. And you. Our first phalanx of the game. Here he is. These are... I'm not going to build a road here. Who am I kidding? Bringing this guy. This guy's super. These guys are super low. Ah, we're so kind of low. Now this thing can freeze you. That's not good. Ah, they're pretty weak. They're pretty weak overall. Maybe we just chuck this guy in. But god damn, you know, you got a lot of little ranged attacks, and then this thing's gonna jump in. Well, that's a lot of upfront damage potentially onto this guy. Maybe it's just a mistake to be including that. I'm just worried we're gonna lose, like, somebody here, you know. If we get frozen and then we're down to... We don't have to force it. I mean, we can take our sweet time here. You know, maybe I should be more patient. It is kind of a thing in this game. What exactly, we had a plan here. So what, I'm going to hit the quest and then we're going to go around? Going up like this, and then come back around, loop-de-loop, to get that developed. And then eventually we make our way here or something. You got snakes running around in here, and I'm worried about these guys. Shit. It's a little concerning. I'm just going to wait a turn and make sure, because there's no real rush. Kind of waiting anyways. What is this thing doing? This is all kind of pointless to be dropping a fort at all. Even here. This is just like a couple city... We could plop cities here if we wanted. We're just gonna maybe mine around here for the heck of it while we wait. I don't see any better option. Minecraft. Okay, so this is all done here. Good. Could be a... Oh no, we have the quest, right? Okay. Now we move here. This is kind of interesting. So we're kind of marching this way. Kind of clear this, apparently. Or we did. How do we want to do that? A lot of squishy range, so putting these guys on the flank. This thing is good on the flank too. Coming up. With the ranged follow-up in the back, and then maybe throw this guy in. The Sun Guard are not so good, and I think it's not so good to include 3 stacks here. You start getting... It's just too much, and you better off concentrating your stronger, like the right setup with less stacks. Because there's no guarantee which side anyways. Very good, not too much damage, good. I'm just gonna sit here. What we can do a little, kind of pull this guy up. Thinking about attacking the dragon dwelling for the heck of it, but we don't have to. Look where we're at. But we have this other army coming in too. I don't know. Don't really seem to be at risk back in here. So just move, just move willy-nilly, I would say. Like, come on, move on up. We can kind of maybe hold right here. What about this thing? If anything, put the clover field on the melee units when we go in. Particularly the berserkers and not the Sun Guard, right? The Sun Guard are well equipped. It's these guys who are going to be very much at risk. Yeah, just kind of consolidate here, I think. Together. Okay, this is all done here. Good. Now we pull this way. We're marching this way. We're very close. A couple turns here, and we can start attacking. We gotta clear this thing. We have tunneling. How wise is that? I mean, it can speed us up. Look how, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's faster, but my thing is, I don't know how far he's scouted up here. And if he has scouted the region, and he's paying attention, he'll see the dirt disappear. He'll see that it's been mined. If he's paying attention. I think. So, Maybe it's not so wise to do that. Probably not. Anyone, like, have some good XP? Like, anyone's gonna level up here? These guys. Look at these guys. Kind of. They're not good here, though. This guy's pretty good. You're pretty good. You might... Oh, you good, yeah. Put some XP on this guy. Where's the... Why am I not... I'm making the same damn mistake again of not building the road. Like, oh god, guys. Why am I so dumb? I shouldn't have even done that. Like, look at this. Now we gotta pull it back. This is really, you know, we might lose this guy. It's kind of a terrible idea. Sort of. Maybe he'll live. These guys actually can get some XP here on the Phantasm. Maybe we should include them. Maybe we should do a couple stacks here. Maybe we get some, like, free XP. Why is Saren leading here? Because she has a bunch of, like, this stuff. I'm gonna move her to this side. Fucking fine, I think. Go ahead and... Should be just fine, although... Maybe we should just chuck this guy in there. Okay, very good. You know, he might see the road being built. It is true. But here, this is where we leave off with the road, I guess. What are we seeing here? You don't have night vision. Right, we talked about taking emergency repair for this on Ellen. Maybe we should do that. It is only a couple points, after all, right? You know, I think, doesn't this crap affect our own units? You know, again, this is a small thing I'm not quite 100% sure on. We said we might want Forge Aprons. Well, we could do that. We can do that. This is crap. We don't want that. We might want the wall climbing, right? Well, if you do wall climbing and Forge Apron, then you can't be taking this junk. So that's a little late. We don't know if he has flame tanks. I haven't seen a flame tank from him, but we don't know. Ah, what the hell? I mean, she has this after all. She can just fly over the wall. Right, so this thing, wherever this thing goes... This is a little risky, too. Maybe we should tunnel, like, here and make a triangle. Because otherwise we're a bit like... Well, he can only hit us with... Nah, it's fine. Probably unlikely we're gonna get brute forced here. Right, where's the, Come on up. So we'll sit together here. I gave it to her, right? Yeah. What about all... We have a ton of units, like, making their way down. Come on, guys. Come on up. Or down, rather. Come on down. And we're not done. There's still more. Come on down, guys. Oh, okay, so that's all done. We just gotta finish here. I mean, we could tunnel here just to bring everybody up for a little further. Otherwise, we can't do it, you know. So where's this guy? Tunnel here, maybe. Hopefully he's not paying attention. Hopefully he doesn't see that, you know. Right. What's that vision coming from? Is that this guy, or maybe it's this thing? Night vision. The fairies have night vision. And they're floating units, so... shit, are we done? Pretty much done. Maybe just pull some people up here to the front. Even her, to be honest, like... This guy should go here. Maybe put Saren here. Okay, I'm kind of can't be arsed with it, guys. I think this is fine. Now, we have more points that we can kind of, like, a lot of points. What the heck? I don't even know what to take. A lot of this is not so good against, you know, machines. That's kind of interesting. I have not a clue what the AI does with that, if they use it. Immobilize. Well, again, that's not going to function against machines. No. A lot of this is not so good. That's interesting, you know. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if we should do that. Maybe we should do that. This thing, I rarely see the AI go for this, because the Theocrat has so many little, like, abilities. And it seems to always go for this stuff and not this so much. I don't know. I don't know. It's just something I've noticed. Instant Wrath. Well, that's interesting, too. This is pretty great, too. The AI loves to cast this, and it can, you know, it really lowers their morale. You know, not a machine, but... yeah, maybe we should just give them a lot of casting points here. Give him some more CP. So that was, what, a 7 or 8 cost? So we can do it... now you can do it... 8. Oh, okay, so... can't even do it twice, so give him more casting. All friendly units gain plus 10 health. Shit, dude, that's a lot. And the more units you have, the more it is, right? Like, overall. It's a lot of HP. It's a big HP pack. I just don't know if it'll opt for it. Shit's kind of wild, too, but I feel like it doesn't have a high chance of, you know, the dwarves are quiet. They have a lot of magic resist. Oof. We'll see how it goes. And then here, maybe we hold out. Maybe we'll take the absorb pain. Like, I don't know. We'll decide next turn. What about the other guys? Why is she... Oh, that's fine. That's... Well, it's not so... It's not so fine to have her... Actually, it doesn't really matter. These kind of... They have this... They both have MR buffs. Oh, right. Entangling. You probably want that. Entangling touch? No. Could be good. Oh, Vengeful Vines, right? We're pushing... We're going on the offensive here. That could be good. I think I have seen the AI cast. It's 20 casts, so you put for... That's an interesting idea. Tangling Touch. So what, give her CP and Vengeful Vines, maybe? Then you're sacrifice. You don't get to take this anymore. Couldn't that be good? Two-turn cooldown. Damn, dude, I don't know. How many walls? He has this wall, but it's only a wooden wall, for God's sake. I don't even think he has a wall here. It's hard to say. It doesn't look like it. And that's all we know. Maybe, okay, maybe we will, tuck in for this, I guess. We'll leave it there. Okay, we'll kind of manage it. Man, this is a lot, isn't it? We're at 42 minutes. What the heck? We don't know if we want that. We might want the wall climbing. Just hold out. It doesn't matter at this point. Okay, so this is all done. We gotta manage up here now, right? Right. This thing is going this way. Well... Could also send it this way. Can you reach her? No. You could send it this way. It's kind of big. I don't know how we're going to handle that, guys. That's going to be maybe hold out on him, but these guys are definitely going this way. Is it dumb to be doing this? Like, you could also go... Well, you need a bridge here. Now, this looks like it connects, so you would go like this through here. And you gotta cross mountains here, and then there's a cave here. We could also be trying to close in this way. But it's really not necessary. What's gonna happen is, even if we retreat here, we're backpedaling. He might take over all this area. But meanwhile, we should be wreaking havoc below. And then it's just a matter of, like, closing in on the south, you know? Damn, should we try to clear the dungeon here? I definitely want to go... Let's go this way. That is fine. Do I build roads through here now? Maybe. How the heck? We can build roads. Well, we're going to be doing phalanxes here, so they can go this way, kind of. Maybe. I don't know why, though. I don't think that's how it's going to work. Anyways, just... there's really no reason not to build a road. Here. It should be like that. Okay, that's done. This is all kind of done. And then these are this production here. We know, yeah. This is where I'm a little bit. What is this? Production. Well, you know, that could actually maybe make a difference here. 248. Not exactly, no. It's not going to make a difference. Completely forgot we can use that for our move points. Well, let's. Are we all kind of? What is this? Oh, right. We were looking for his drone, but I think he Oh, right. I think he disbanded the drone, guys. But of course, I could be wrong. What's down here? Maybe we take this opportunity to. Okay, you got an inn here. Should I take a peek in here while we're here? Maybe. Why the hell not? Human manticore humans. Okay. Spring of life. Farms. You got a nice little valley here. I don't really see the point in. Oh, you got a berry bush or something, but it doesn't matter. You know, you should go back now. Going this way, maybe. You know, here we would have seen his drone, guys. If he, so he didn't. I think he just disbanded it. I think he figured he was a goner. So what? This guy should just kind of run this way now. No. You can like hang tight right there. This is the big question, guys. Now, what is this? It looks like we're kind of pure now. We're at 48 minutes. How the hell are we going to do this? So he's... I don't know what he... It could be that, you know, it looks like these didn't come through here. They came, or even the way they're facing, they came this way. He may have another stack close behind, which is maybe now we got to move this like this. Let's take a look. I'm not seeing anything. I think we would have seen it, guys. You know, it should be here if it was here. It's not here. So where did it go? It could be down here. Or not. Not at all. But anyways, he pulled the guy off the mountain, and then the Vassal army sent a patrol out to kill him. And now we're all split up here. And I don't think... You cannot attack him. If I try to stand here with these guys, which is, you know, that's interesting. You got some archers, but no wall. None of this thing. No prismatic spire. You know, he can come in here and he can attack us with 4 stacks. Even here, like, even if I move these guys here, 4 stacks into 3. Actually, it would be even worse, right? Into these 3. We don't have a full circle. How would this work? Like, okay, so I've often wondered if, well, no, you know what, guys, this is, sorry, my mind's jumping all over, but what I was going to say is, you put the two main stacks, like, here in the center, and then split up smaller stacks here, and here, and here, maybe. And then, if he wants to attack with 4, he can't do it. Well, no, he kind of can. No, I'm wrong on that. Am I? No, I'm not wrong. It's that, like, what's interesting, guys, is you have a full circle. If you take slots, if you take a slot in every, like, so you have a complete circle, he cannot attack with 4. He can only attack with 3. But you got to do it in such a way where you're consolidating, right? You're consolidating the most of the forces. And I don't know if we can do that. Putting the main here and then, like, a couple units here and here. If he attacks here, well, then you lose the heroes, like the strong stack here. It is an issue. So he attacks. If he does a splitting, like does here, and then one hero stack takes part in the first fight. Well, we have these guys back here. Maybe you want to make use of them. Oh my god, how does the hell does this work? 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you don't have a full circle, and we consolidate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And then these guys get left out. And it's just these 3 stacks. We can't hold this, guys. There's no way. Against 4 stacks. It's just overwhelming. Now, the other thing I was going to say is, this is an issue here. Because even if I try to do a full circle, how does that work? Like, that's a question. So you have a stack here of my own units, and then if he attacks this vassal stack, do I come to the aid of these guys so he can split us off that way? So the fight takes place here, and then one stack gets brought in. Well, he's going to wipe us out. It weakens us, you know. You guys see what I'm saying. So, man, that is rough. I think we have to just evacuate. You know, the full circle thing is ruined if this gets... I'm going to have to go experiment with this, guys. I don't know how that works. I'm pretty sure it does work. You know, if he attacks here, we come to their aid. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. So he comes... He can make it here. It's just because these are blocking the way, right? And it's not pathing over the mine. Damn, dude. Yeah, it looks like we're learning a lot this game, guys. It is good, and he's playing well here. The vassals are not as strong. You know, you can exploit this, you can split them up. So it's good, like, it's good by him. It's not as strong as you might think. You can come in and then, like, try to bait them out, and then it ruins it. It kind of, like, weakens the whole thing. Now I'm wondering if it's worth leaving anybody behind to try to, like, make it a little more difficult for them. You know, we could leave a stack here, but Probably not. Probably not. We can bring her up, and that's it. That's the only reinforcement we have. And this thing, which is nothing, really. Nah, we can't be sitting in the open like that. It's not gonna work, guys. Yeah, it's too much. I'm trying to find some hole in it that we can, where we can do it, where we can keep it, but. And like, by the way, if you're kind of a new player, the way it works, like I end my turn, then it's his turn. The independents, which is the vassal here, will not. They're going to be right where they're at. They're not going to like return to the city or anything. This is it. This is what you get. So, yeah. I mean, one way to look at it is like he doesn't have a builder, you know, so one way to look at it is like, say we position on this side. Well, but this is ruining it once again. So I'm kind of like forgetting this point, which is I think he can split us off here. It might have been intentional by him, guys. I'm not sure. You know, it's pretty smart if he did it this way intentionally. We can't stand there. I was gonna say stand here, like position here, 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 and then leave this open. And then he can't reach like to attack this hex with 4. That's the only way he can hit us with 4, because we're consolidating everybody onto this side, right? Onto the eastern side. If he wants to hit with 4 right off the bat, he's got to come all the way around here and put a stack here. See how that works? It's the only open stack, so 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking here. And he can't reach, maybe, you know, it kind of looks like he can't. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's already 24, 28. There's no way, you know, unless he puts all the heroes here. So it would work. We can hold it that way. But this, I think this ruins it. And then even if you put a weaker stack here or something like that, and then he can just attack with 4. He can put some units on the mountain here. They're dwarves after all, and then attack like this, 4 stacks into this stack. And then these guys get all wiped out, and then we're the only ones left. shit. What are we at? Oh, we just hit an hour. We just hit an hour, guys. Try not to have a repeat of yesterday with the... Yeah, it was a really long one. You know, the other thing, it's just kind of like, I wanted to check because I'm curious, but it's still not showing up. It does not work on when you're sitting at a vassal city. It has to be your own city. Garrison's honor. So it is something worth knowing. This will only work at your own city, not a vassal city. It probably does kind of balance it out, right? You can't be abusing that while stationed at a vassal. I mean, one idea is this is a full stack, right? Well, basically, but they kind of suck. They're melee. We lost our 2 longbows here, and this guy, girl. So, but they are dwarves. I mean, he can put the dwarves here. Look at that. What about them? They can't make it. That's interesting. What I was going to say is move like a hero stack, like the stronger stack up here. Get these guys out of here, right? So we're stationed like this in a diamond in the back. And he can't reach here. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's so 24, 20. Nah, he can't. Unless he puts the heroes. He's not going to do that. So you have a diamond, and we already determined he can't put this mountains here. It's hard to get even all the dwarves up here. So his only option is to attack head-on, right? Into 2 strong stacks with these guys in the center. So it's like essentially 3 stacks. One kind of sucky thing is... Well, it's not that crazy, but he can really maybe, if he's smart, he has priority of attack, busting through the center, facing these 2 off. That's literally how it'll work, I think. Whoever attacks this hex, whichever stack is facing them 2, that's nothing. So they can kind of like walk right through the front door here, and everybody else will be off to the side, facing the other stacks. It could be it could be bad. But, if we somehow hold out, and I mean, we got a wall, we have the prismatic spire going off every turn, we have great shock damage against the golems. Three stacks against 3. But wait a minute, she can't get up there. Oh no, she can. Look at that. We can all get up there, guys. Maybe not them, though. No, they can. Damn, dude, what do you guys think about that? Isn't that kind of interesting? He can't get around the back here to make the attack. Now I'm thinking, like, can I put the extraneous units out here? But no, it's kind of a complete sacrifice, like I said, because of this. It's kind of a complete sacrifice, whoever stands here. And anyone who stands here or here ruins the formation, because he can go and surround them. And then it's 4 versus these 3. And then the strong stacks are separated, the hero stacks. It would have to be this diamond idea is kind of our only hope, I think, to hold. Got one longbow. Got a lot of great range power in the prismatic spire, but how effective is this really? The physical doesn't matter. It's like peanuts. Blight doesn't work against the machine. Fire is not so good. The spirit doesn't work. It's really only the shock, and it's like 6 damage. If it hits a golem, it's nothing, dude. It's better against, you know, anyone else, any bio unit. God damn, guys. This is tough. This is real tough, you know? I'd like to... We have been kind of pushing the limits this game. Like, even just the... When we took this city, that was pushing quite the... Push the envelope here, and it was good. I'd like to... It would be nice to push the limit here and see if we can really hold out. We have to get it inside his head. Like, what is he going to attack with? All the heroes, obviously. So that's 5 heroes. It's basically a full stack of heroes. He's probably going to bring the bio units. These guys climb the wall, right. That's an issue. It's a bit of an issue. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 of them. And then the golems, but they're very... These are lucky. Wait, what the heck? And they have lifesteal. Lucky. Some of them are lucky. He's probably going to put the lucky ones in. Damn, dude. We all have armor piercing. We already, I mean, if you watched last turn, which I don't blame you if you didn't, it's kind of a, you know, lengthy turn, but we all have armor piercing. But yeah, what the, like, I think a big glaring issue in this idea is when he whatever stack he attacks with, which is they're all good, right, for him. He's facing off these guys, and that's it, I think. And then the other 2 stacks will face like these, you know, these 2 or whatever. I don't know where these guys get dropped. Maybe behind them. I don't know how that would work. It's possible. Maybe these guys get dropped directly behind them. So it's not, but it is an issue because we're lacking the rage power here severely. And so he's just going to waltz up to the gate with the golems or whatever, and then just they're going to pummel through. The other stacks will be occupied, and they're going to get in, right? And then it's like, that's the downfall, isn't it? Because we can't, you know, he's going to close in on us from the center. Maybe we have to just retreat here, guys. So how does that look? Let's start thinking about a retreat plan. These guys can just run off like that or whatever. We're going to run this way. It's actually kind of lucky for us that... well, okay, the reason he went up here was to support these golems that had just arrived. But what he could have done is gone here and cut us off, or tried to. But at the same, well, you know, at the same time, he doesn't have vision. He doesn't know what's back here. But he could summon a drone. You know, so it's like, imagine if he had cut us off here. Now, maybe we can make an escape. It's possible. But, damn, dude, so we have to retreat? How is this going to work here? Now, is this a good defensible position? So we retreat to the fort, which is totally doable. How long can we hold here, you know? And how does he get... Look at these mountains, like, kind of... How does he get in here and attack? Imagine if we all stand here, like, one in a diamond here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he comes in. He'd have to attack like this, or do you have to somehow get around? Which it is possible. It is possible, but it might be very finicky for him, having to squeeze through. And if he doesn't do it right, then we can, like, make an attack in, I don't know, open field. What's going to be annoying, the most annoying thing here is he's gonna gain a foothold at the city, and then it's a great city. I mean, no, he's got a stone wall. He's got the prismatic spire. Now, if he migrates, I think you lose this, so that could be a nice. Maybe if he doesn't know that, it's a nice little benefit. He is evil after all. He has embraced, you know, he has Shadowborn, so that would be good. And then it's just going to be a matter of having to, we're going to have to keep backpedaling here, maybe, and then, like, eventually close in. The game is gonna drag out. What are we at? An hour 13. Ah, shit. I'm not good at hitting, you know, pulling the lever here and leaving. I think we have to. I don't see how it's gonna go in our favor here. It's not gonna turn out well. I'd like to see, but I'd like to see if we can handle it, but you know, this was helping out, I think, and now it's like the lack of the range power now is and then not to mention the 4 stacks, but like I said, he can't attack with 4 stacks if we do the diamond. He can only do 3. Now he can do 4, he can really force it, and that it may be what he does. You can think ahead, right? So, like, we have the diamond. He doesn't have to do the 3 attack. He can go here. He can get real close. And we're not going to attack. We're not going to attack him. We can't. And then we're going to have to retreat then. He'll move closer up in here to the mountains here, and then he'll, like, get into position to do 4, maybe. That's 2 turns away. And then at that point, we would have to retreat next turn, without a doubt. And by then it might be too late. If we imagine we have a hero stack, the strong stack here, like I'm saying with the diamond, And then he does what I'm saying. He gets in position here. He moves close, starts moving into the mountains. Well, now if we want to retreat with this way with the heroes, he can kind of follow us, you know. Maybe it's time to leave. It's time to go. Okay, let's make the retreat. It's gonna go like this, right? Start pulling this way. What if we went? We can't go this way. Now I'm thinking my mind's going here, but I think it's the wrong. We have to hold the line for as long as we can. Okay. This thing. These are different kinds of units. Like, how do you want to... You can just go... Well, you can just come back with us, apparently. Look at that. You can get back to the fort here. Actually, if he can, they all can. Okay. I mean, that's fine. We have plenty of leeway here. He's not going to be able to, like, get here. Hold off on that. Like, let's start positioning here. Are we positioning here? Now we have more units come. You know, it's like we can... Come on up, guys. Yes, absolutely. We'll have to manage that. But it is a lot. Maybe we should just wait. What is our plan? What is our long-term plan now? Are we gonna... I guess we just gonna stand here. We can do it kind of sloppily. We don't have to plan our next turn or the turn after. We'll have to plan a real heavy defense here. But maybe that's too much for this turn to start thinking about it. We can kind of think a little bit about, like, so this is 2 stacks, and then we have a half a stack here. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 stacks already. And then we have more coming up, 4 stacks. So we're going to have almost 4 stacks we can baby hold here. Now what about upgrading this to a stone fortress? That takes 2 turns. Maybe we ought to do that right now. No. We should do that now. Takes 2 turns. Right? And it's better to... Well, and then here's something else to think about, which is the fort battle is different from a city battle. The city battle, the fort is smaller. The tactical map is much smaller, and I think, you know, the wall of the city is a straight line. It's completely straight, but the fort is a hexagon. Like, it starts angling off, you know. It's not a straight line, the wall. So that's something to think. I don't even know how the hell that works. It actually could be to our advantage now that I think about it, because we have the great shock, you know, lightning damage here coming in. The secret weapon, by not being a straight line, they're starting closer to us because it's all at an angle. So we're getting more... Well, no, but at the same time, they might be starting much closer, and they bust through more quickly. Oof, I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag, isn't it? We don't have to hold here. We can always raise this and retreat here. But the issue with that is, you know, once he arrives in the domain here, if that's what happens, now he's penalizing this city, and this is where we're producing, so it's better to have him here and not here. We're so wealthy, I think we ought to just put in for it. 2 turns, okay. Okay. Where can these guys can all get here, okay. I'm not gonna... We gotta end the turn, guys, so, like, I'll just move here. We can do it kind of... We don't have to plan it perfectly. Pulling these guys back. Then we bring these guys up. You can start going there, actually. No, you don't necessarily want to do that just yet. In a worst case scenario. But we're not going to get attacked, bottom line, so only these guys here, I guess. And then we'll have to start thinking about a defense in the following turns. Yeah, it's all kind of done. Here, just, you can hang... Can you reach? You can reach in one turn here. At this point, do we have enough? You have to think about, like, balancing the front line with a, you know, what should we be producing now? Front line or more Storm Sister? I have no idea how this fortress battle is going to go. We kind of talked about it, right? We could do more Unicorn Riders, you know, they... These are the secret weapon, I mean, for God's sake. We can raise militia. We can eventually, you know, by doing that, we can... Look how many we can do. Almost 3 of them. We can try to get a full circle here, maybe, and really hold out. You're coming up. Should I... You're still holding the bandits off here, though. It is kind of annoying. Can I pull somebody out here? That would be nice. I'm a little bit worried, though. Like, look at that. Don't take a chance. You know, we don't want to get attacked here. That's a full range stack. Basically a full range stack, although these are kind of more melee. Full range with... You have so much ranged. It's like too much ranged, maybe. But maybe it's exactly what we need here, you know? And then even once they bust through, we'll just kind of finish them off. And then it's like, even if they win it, it's like they got to power through the next group. We're spending too much time. We'll do that. Kind of all unknown here, guys. He's doing a good job. This is good by him, and yeah, we're learning a lot. But where's this guy going? How are we doing this? Can pull over here. Can I keep an eye on him or something? Or but look how far they can get, dude. The dwarf, they can do that. Jesus. How do we and then where are you going? You should maybe pull like this. Gonna see us there. That's fine though. Let's pull him here. Can pull this guy around somehow. I don't know how. Can't be going that way. Maybe we do kind of like hug the... As long as we stay out of sight here, he's not going to see us there. Start, He might... Don't be too risky. We'll go back around like this. Seeing anything here? No. Nah, you know, I could have sworn he had another stack of golems, but apparently not. Maybe he went send it somewhere else. Go and stand here. Right, this guy. Are we... You know, we can send it this way, but I don't see what the point is now. Just send them with this wave. Maybe we can clear this kind of stuff. Can hit this, by the way. But I don't see why not. Or why. I wonder if we should be clearing that. We'll have to think about it next turn. We're almost done, guys. We gotta just kind of wrap it up. Where the heck is this guy? Should he hit the berries here? And, don't I need some reinforcements down here? Oh, these guys. Come on up. Well, they can certainly... This guy ought to go this way now. Just hit the damn berries. What the hell are we... Oh my god, we're not done, guys. We gotta... Shit. What the heck? Just get the better... We're gonna go for phalanxes here, I think. Get this thing going. Might just do it like this, actually. And, come on down, buddy. Shit. Going... Yeah, you can bring him this way, maybe. This is kind of what we're going for next. It says that's everything. Oof. We can't be absorbing there. Now, we just gotta... What about these guys? I wonder if I should be, like, booking it out. Look how far we can get. Oh, we can almost hit those. Maybe it's time to kind of, like... We'll pull like this. Okay. Oh, and we didn't even cast spells? Like, oh my god, dude. What the heck? We never did it here. Scales, that is. Scales of Fortune. What are we at? We're almost at an hour 30. Hey, we beat our we beat our record from yesterday. Oh, the militia idea. Right. So that's little initiates. I mean, yeah, maybe that is the right call. Because we have... It's basically 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe, and then... So that's 4 stacks. We can have, like, another stack. We could really line it up here, maybe. This doesn't matter so much, Yeah. Put in again. Okay. Just get a quick overview here on the cities, and then we'll finish the turn. Okay. Oh, good thing we did that. God damn. Well, we don't have mana anymore. No. Wait a minute. We need to be cheerful. That's not going to work. We need some mana, guys. Is there anything... This is not so essential. Produce something else here, like, I don't know what. Damn, dude, I don't know. Just do this. This is more important, but how much... Isn't a phalanx, like... 148? Oh. Oh, 148. 8. Oh, we can totally do it. Okay, I'm not understanding. Okay, good, right, so put in for Gladiator Pit now. Good. Okay, there we go. Quick overview, make sure... That's correct. These are both correct, and that's everything, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on turn 53.